Ludicrous Feed is proudly sponsored by Carloop Data and Koba Car Insurance. Hey everyone! In today's video, I will be reviewing a couple of products from our friends at Enhance Auto. First up is the Sexy Knob. This is the one you've all been waiting for. And then also the Sexy Buttons Generation 2. And they both come with their own commander, which can be plugged into your car's CAN bus port. We'll be doing the installation and test on our Tesla Model Y today. Alright, let's unbox each one. We'll start with the Sexy Buttons Generation 2. Both come in a very nice box, as you can see. And there's a red tab to pull it open. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Comes with a commander and also 4 buttons, S3XY, Sexy Buttons. And they've been designed very well, very good construction as well. And underneath you get a whole bunch of stickers as well, so that when you program each button, you can stick the sticker onto each one, so you remember what they're used for. Very handy indeed. So let's go through each of these buttons, which have been made very well. That's the Y button there. Very solid, durable plastic. And then this is the commander, which you plug into your car's CAN bus port. Now you can actually use the same commander for all buttons, as well as the Sexy Knob as well. So you only need the one commander, although both products come equipped with a commander on its own. So that's the Sexy Buttons, pretty straightforward, and there's an app that goes with it, which I'll run through as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the packaging for the Sexy Knob. Nice box once again, powered by Enhance. On the inside, there's the knob right there, and another commander, which, as I said, works for both the knob and the buttons. You just need the one. So lift up this foam here with the commander, and inside is the knob. Okay, so picking up the knob, very good construction, good solid plastic, 4 buttons, like that. And then this center knob here is also a dial, and also a button too. And on the back, USB-C ports to plug into your car's charging port in the center console, which I'll show you as well. So that is the Sexy Knob. And the products also come with different harnesses. You can plug into the CAN bus port on the side of the vehicle, near the footwells, or the back of the center console. You also get a USB-C cable as well, which you can plug into the back of the knob and into the car's charging port in the center console. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, and probably the hardest thing to do, is to install this commander into your car's CAN bus port, which I'll go through in a second. But I do recommend that you turn off your vehicle before you do this. So go to Controls, scroll down to Safety, and then scroll down all the way to Power Off. Let's do that right now. Now, as I said, you can install the commander either into the CAN bus port here near the footwell. It's a bit of an ordeal to pull everything apart, so that's one option. The other one is to install it in the CAN bus port just behind the center console, which I'm going to do because I find that a lot easier to access. So to do that, I recommend pulling the seat forward first to give you more room up the back, and just bring the seat forward like that. Now, as I said, the easiest way to access one of the CAN bus ports in your car is to reach into the back of the vehicle, and just underneath the air conditioning vents there is a panel down here which you need to get access to. Now, the guys at Enhance Auto gave me a pry tool to open this panel here. I've already gone ahead and installed it, so there it is there. That's one I prepared earlier with the commander, but I'll show you the steps I took. So you need to basically get the pry tool in that gap there, and that should help you pull this whole thing open like this. So there we go. It's a pretty common place to access if you want to install third-party accessories for your Tesla. And inside you'll see a harness which I've already used to install the commander. I'll show you what it looks like when you open it first up. So when you first open this panel, this is what it'll look like. There'll be a blue plug like this. So with the pry tool you want to unhook this. So push that down there, and then you slide that out like that. So that should come apart. That's why I recommend you turn the power off in your car. Second step is to get the harness that comes with the product. So pretty straightforward. One end goes in to the socket, and then that gets plugged into that end. And that's basically a bypass harness for the commander accessory. Okay, so then just plug it in. Should hear a satisfying click. And then I recommend testing everything before you close the panel back up, just to be sure. But once you know everything is working, it's just a matter of pushing the panel back into place. And there we are. Okay, so now that the hard part is out of the way, I'm going to run through all 4 sexy buttons and also the sexy knob at the same time. The sexy buttons, that's pretty much it. It's done. The commander is the hard part, and then you can stick these buttons anywhere you like. So there's adhesive that's built into it, and just stick it to maybe like here or there, or even on the dash over here, so wherever you like really, wherever is easiest for you to access. So that's the versatility of these buttons. Now the knob has to sit here in this center console area. So as I said before, on the back there is USB-C ports, which you plug in the cable that's supplied, and then you just slide this forward, and then you find the USB ports down here in the center console, there and there, and you literally just plug in the other end to one of them. Okay, so when you plug in, you can hear and feel the vibration, and sexy knob pops up. There it is. And to install it, literally just fit one edge first like that underneath the chrome trim, and then gently with the other end push it in. So there you go, pretty easy to slide in, and then just rest it here, just behind the cup holders, and this can still close, this lid here. So there you go, pretty good, right? Very similar finish to the rest of the car, and looks like it fits right in. Very nice. Now with both the buttons and the knob, everything's very customizable. There's a whole bunch of functions which you can allocate to each of these buttons, and also you can dial this 3 times like that, and comes up with 4 different options, one for each button, and then one for the center button as well. So for example, let's go this one. So you've got 4 buttons, one for the air conditioning, one for the rear vents, one for seat heating. There you go, you can turn it on like that, 1, 2, and 3. It's just an example of what you can do. And then you can push the button for climate control. So more examples of functions. The next one is regen braking strength. You can't actually adjust the regen strength currently through the Tesla infotainment system natively. And then this one is sport acceleration versus chill. Quickly change between the two. And then glove box. Ta-da! Quick access. Still manual close, of course. And then we've got more. We've got wiper controls. And that one correlates. And then volume control from here. That one also correlates. And mirrors. Try that again. Nice. You can also adjust the strength of the vibration too. And then dome lights on and off. And one of the most important functions is manual preconditioning of the battery for third-party DC chargers. So push that, and you can precondition the battery like this. Now, of course, my car is currently parked, so you do need to be in motion when you precondition the battery. So this is the Sexy app here, and the one commander can be used to connect different products too. So we've got the buttons and also the knob as well, all connected together. And of course you can add more buttons too, so it's not just confined to the 4 buttons that come with the one pack. You can add more buttons if you buy more. As you can see with the knob, you can actually customize each function. So for example, the center one here, temperature, if I just press that, I can choose something else for that center knob for the first screen. And same with the buttons too. So for example, this button here, if I press that, I can customize that and choose something else with that function too. So look at all the functions that you can choose for each configuration. So lots of options there to choose from. So yeah, very, very granular indeed. And there's a maximum of 3 home pages. Auto brightness, customize that if you want. You can have dark mode, bright mode, turn off display and ambient light after a certain time, or automatic. And as I said before, you can adjust how how much haptic feedback you want, whether it's gentle or normal or just off. And then there's an ambient light setting, which you can choose what color you want. There are up to 6 preset options there. Or you can just disable the ambient light altogether. And of course, similarly with the buttons, you can customize what you want them to be used for. So there you go. You can choose one press, double press, or even a long press action. So I guess for each button there are 3 actions, depending how long you press the button for. And then you can change the button letter. So if I say I want S like that, I'll go back here. There you go, it's labeled as S, and that correlates to that S button. So that way you know what's what. You can label each one. And then for the app itself, there are actually more controls too. So there are more buttons here, just digitally. You can choose what you want as a shortcut. So all these actions down here, you can allocate to each button. And then you can configure as well how many buttons you want at the start screen. So say if I want 9 buttons, or even 12 buttons. So yeah, very customizable. And this acts as a speedometer as well. So you could potentially mount this, mount your phone here next to your steering wheel like that, or even using this mount here I've already got. And then you can see as you're driving how fast you're going. And then they've got this rotate function. So if I just press that, and this is still beta, but if I mount it on this third-party mount there, like that behind the steering wheel, so I'm sure they're still working on this interface, but you can see there the speedometer is there, current state of charge, approximate range, power, torque, and they've got all these stats as well and options. So let's just select all these ones. And it becomes very much like Scan My Tesla. We've got stats for the battery. Nominal new 60.5 kilowatt hours, nominal full 58.6, and that's the current state of charge 46.7, buffered 2.6 kilowatt hours. And so my degradation is 3.11% after 12 months of ownership. Then you've got information about cell voltage, imbalance, temperature, power gauges as well down here. Again, this is beta, so we'll see what they come up with in future iterations. Alright everyone, well that is the sexy knob and the 4 sexy buttons which you can purchase from Enhance Auto. I'll leave a link to my discount code in the video description below. Where this might be handy is the new Model 3, for example, where the gear shifts are all on screen. So if you really want a tactile physical button or knob, then this is handy because you can customize it such that you push it down, you can change the gears that way. Obviously I'm on park, so I can't change it, but that's certainly an option. And I believe Enhance Auto will be bringing out stalks as well, so I'll be sure to review that too when that becomes available. But there we go, sexy knob, sexy buttons. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you to our friends at Enhance Auto for sending these to me. Otherwise, until next time, happy charging. Wiper controls. Then volume control from here, and mirrors. Try that again. Nice. You can also adjust the strength of the vibration too.